Who has spent like 30 minutes scrolling through their Steam library just to close the whole thing and go to bed? Nothing felt right. Everything looked fine, but nothing actually called you. You just sat there, stared at hundreds of games you paid real money for, and felt completely nothing. And here's the thing, that's not a you problem, that's a symptom. And tons of people are dealing with it right now. Gaming used to be an escape, now it's somehow become the thing we need to escape from. And there's a reason for that. Games changed, the culture around them changed, and honestly, we've changed as well. Today I'm going to break down all three, give you the exact reason that actually works, and by the end of this you'll know how to make gaming feel like it used to. If you click, and you're probably one of a few people, you were the kid who burned entire weekends on Pokemon Red, Game Boy on hand, batteries dying, didn't care, or the one who couldn't end a Smash Bros. Session without at least one person getting mad and storming off. Yeah. Or maybe you were deep in Zelda, completely lost in Hyrule, stuck on a puzzle with nobody to ask, and no internet to bail you out. Maybe GTA was the coolest thing you've ever seen and absolutely should have not been playing it when you played it. Or you live in Call of Duty lobbies and learned a vocabulary your parents wouldn't have been proud of. Yeah. Or, and this one hits different, you were the person that dragged the big fat CRT TV out of the living room, stuff it into somebody's car or someone's mom's car, and haul it across the neighborhood just to link up 4 exorcists in the basement and play Halo all weekend. Nobody was streaming it. Nobody was clipping. There was no content strategy. It was just a bunch of kids who moved furniture across town because it was worth it. It was fun. It was fun as hell. The best rounds weren't even the ones where you won. They were the ones where somebody stuck a plasma grenade on their own teammate and the whole room lost it for 5-10 minutes straight. Doesn't matter which one you were, all of us ended exactly in the same place. Gaming stopped feeling like it used to. Same games, same franchises, same controllers, but something is gone. So, what changed? So here's the thing about growing up with Pokemon, Zelda, or Halo. Those games were not trying to manage your time. Pokemon just wanted you to play it. Zelda was built around the idea that getting stuck was literally the game. Smash Bros was just people on a couch being loud and stupid together. GTA was a sandbox for being an idiot with no consequences. And Halo was 4 people on a split screen yelling at whoever was screen looking and absolutely nobody stopping. None of those games needed you to log in daily. None of them punish you for having a life outside of them. Somewhere in the last 15 years, the industry figured out that engagement and enjoyment are two completely different things, and that engagement is way more profitable. So everything changed. Daily login bonuses that disappear if you miss a day, battle passes on timers, seasonal content that make you feel like you're falling behind if you have an actual life, ranked modes that turn every session into a job review, the constant background message that you are falling behind and that only fixes more of your time right now, then gaming culture piled on. YouTube and streaming stopped being about the funniest moments and craziest clips. It became all meta guides, optimal builds, and rank climbs. The message got real clear real fast. Messing around the way we used to is the casual game. You become filthy casual the wrong way. And we just believed it. Didn't even notice. but it changed the way we show up to every session. Instead of just playing, we arrive already behind, already performing. That's what happened to the games that we grew up loving. But here's the part that nobody talks about. There's also a set that is mindset, and it's you. Okay, so I know this might sound like a therapy session bullshit or something, but bear with me for a second, because this is actually the part that matters the most. A lot of people are calling gaming burnout isn't really about games at all. It's a bigger exhaustion, and gaming is just a thing reflecting it back. Think about your average night. Work ends, you commute, you cook or grab food, you handle whatever needs handling, and by the time you actually sit down, you've got maybe 2 hours, and tomorrow is already sitting somewhere in the back of your head. But before you even pick up a controller, you've already lost 30 minutes scrolling TikTok or YouTube, and now the window feels too small to start anything. Under that kind of pressure, your brain does something automatic. It tries to squeeze maximum value out of the little time you have. It turns your free time into a project, and once that happens, it stops being free time. That's burnout. Not laziness, not losing your passion, just running on empty long enough that your brain needs actual space, not more stimulation. Jumping into an already competitive lobby when you're already drained, it doesn't restore you, it adds to the pile. And then this other thing nobody really admits out loud: if gaming was a big part of your identity, the one who knew every meta, who was always good, who everybody called when they needed to win, and you feel that drive fading away, it can honestly feel like losing a piece of your identity, a piece of yourself. Like you went soft. You didn't. When life gets real, gets heavy, your appetite for intense simulated stuff just changes. Wanting something quieter isn't about giving up. It's your brain being honest about what it actually needs right now. You are allowed to be different at 30, 35, than what you were at 20, at 15. Your games are allowed to reflect that choice. And this is kind of like the part you came for, probably. Real stuff that works. Don't look up anything. And this is my advice. If you're in this weird burnout, frustrated space, don't look up anything. Start your next game and commit to figuring it out yourself. No guides, no build videos, no walkthroughs. Sit with the hard parts the way you had to as a kid. That friction isn't the enemy, that's a whole game. The developers put it there on purpose. Play with someone who genuinely doesn't care about winning. A partner, a sibling, someone who hasn't touched a controller since the Wii era. People who don't know the meta exists play completely differently. Weirdly, freely. Usually kind of hilarious. That energy is contagious. It reminds you that none of the stakes are actually real, which most of us really need to hear right now. Actually set the session up. Don't just fall into gaming half exhausted, expecting it to magically fix you. Decide what you're playing before you sit down. Eat something good. Make it feel like the Saturday you used to look forward to instead of default drift into. Deal with whatever's nagging you first. If there's things undone that are going to sit in the back of your head the whole time, knock one out before you start. Even 30 minutes of actually being productive kills the low-grade guilt and goes away. That's just deciding to ignore it never does. Then gaming actually feels like a reward. Waste time on purpose. No goals, no milestones, no rank climb. Do something pointless because it might be funny. Seriously, the best gaming memories almost never came from efficient sessions. They came from random, unplanned moments that nobody could have scheduled. Give those a chance to happen. I saw those during the pandemic. I saw those in the moments where I reconnected with friends. And if nothing is working, actually take a break. Be willing to try new game genres. Indie games are making some of the most soulful and unique games I've ever seen. Anything from Firewatch to No Man's Sky, Moonstone Island, VA Proxy, Risk, Outer Wilds, all amazing. Best gaming nights you ever had. Nobody was keeping score and there was no point to any of it. That was the whole point. Didn't matter if your Pokemon team was optimal. Didn't matter if your Smash Brothers character was top tier. Your loadout was meta. All of that was just the container, the actual thing, the real thing. Whatever happened, then you were just playing. When nothing was being tracked. When you were just inside something for a while that got you lost. Not the love for your games, not your ability to enjoy them, just the habit of letting play actually be played. No performance attached, no return on investment expected, no weight of everything you're supposed to be doing sitting on top of it. The kid who got completely lost in Hyrule for an entire afternoon wasn't accomplishing anything. He was just alive inside something that felt worth being inside. You still have that. You have to stop trying to optimize your way back to it. I want to hear from you in the comments. What game made you fall in love with gaming? And if something recently gave you that feeling back, even for a little while, what was it? Drop it below. Thanks for watching. Now go waste some time. GeekySama geeking out.